When I inquired about the time of the engagement party, my sister replied, "Oh, it happened yesterday. Just immediate family, you know." I had transferred $6,500 for that event. A few days later, she rang me in a frenzy. "The card was declined. Did you miss the payment?" I just responded, "Didn't I tell you?" My name's Ethan. I'm 30. Eldest child, designated driver, fallback option, the one who knows where the tax documents are stored. I handle accounts payable for a medium-sized factory. My talent is hitting, reconcile, and meaning it. I live in a modest apartment above a bakery, so mornings carry the scent of fresh bread, and the rent climbs like clockwork. I prep meals on Sundays. I maintain a spreadsheet called All Things because it covers everything. My sister Claire is 27. She's our mom's favorite in a way people politely pretend isn't obvious. She's vibrant, charismatic, and skilled at requesting things with a tone that makes refusal feel like disloyalty. Her fiancé, Derek, sells high-end cars and calls everyone chief. He talks about family being paramount when he needs a favor. My mom, Ellen, is warm, anxious, and hopeless with finances. She hoards birthday gift bags like they're treasures and says, "We'll sort it out," when faced with a bill and tears in her eyes. I'm the one who sorts it out. 2 weeks ago, Claire got engaged. She called me from a rooftop, shrieking, flashing her ring like a prize on a game show. I said, "Congrats." I meant it. I love good news. I enjoy milestones when they're not bills sprinkled with glitter. Engagement party. I asked days later because she'd mentioned a venue with no prices online, a red flag. "Yeah," she said breezily, "we'll keep it simple, just immediate family." "All right," I said. "What time?" There was a pause, even through the cheer in her voice. "Oh, it was yesterday," she said. "Just immediate family." I checked my calendar. It read Tuesday. It also noted my usual post-work jog, marinated chicken, and a call to mom. Nothing about being left out. "Just immediate family," I echoed. "Yep," she said. "Small, intimate, you know how mom gets." I stared at a scratch on my coffee table from when I tried assembling a shelf solo and miscalculated a screw. How do you slip out of your own family so quietly? One missed invite at a time, it seems. "Got it," I said. My voice sounded okay. It didn't feel okay. "You're not upset, right?" Claire asked, her tone a subtle order. "No," I fibbed. "Congrats again." She dove into a rant about centerpieces and hashtags. I listened until my ears hummed. I imagined Mom at a long table, twisting her napkin, calling Claire my baby, while I chopped onions in my kitchen for future me. "Okay," I said when she finally paused. "Gotta get back to work." "Love you," she said, hanging up quickly like she'd checked off a chore. I sat watching my cursor flash, then I texted Mom. "How was the party?" She replied with 3 heart emojis and a photo of a dessert with a sparkler. Claire's hand, the ring, the shine, no Ethan. I set my phone face down. I turned the chicken. I ran my miles. I slept poorly. My dreams were crowded rooms where I forgot a code and everyone chuckled. I didn't mention money. I didn't mention anything. I tucked the hurt away with other small wounds. Then, days later, my phone glowed with Claire's name in bold. "Ethan," she gasped when I picked up. "The card didn't go through. Did you miss the payment?" I stood in my kitchen, eyeing the faucet I'd installed slightly off. I said a line I'd muttered countless times. "Didn't I tell you?" Here's what people gloss over and then wonder why the end feels harsh. It's not harsh. It's arithmetic. We grew up in a 2-bedroom with soft-colored walls and overdraft notices. Mom worked retail. Dad left when I was 8, moved 2 states away, and sends holiday texts like he's a corporation. "Proud of you, kid," he types, unsure what he's proud of. Claire came along with ribbons and a laugh that bent every rule. By 15, I knew the account logins. I tracked our budget in a notebook while Mom paced. "They penalize you for being broke," she said once, staring at an overdraft fee. I started making lists. Lists became spreadsheets. Spreadsheets became routines. I learned to stretch soup for 3 days. I learned to call the utility company and negotiate payment plans without tears. Claire learned different lessons. She learned that saying, "Please, Mommy," opened doors. At 16, she used my debit card for a prom dress to try. The return never happened. I ate instant noodles and told myself it was fine. At 19, she flunked a course and asked me to cover the re-enrollment fee because I don't want to let Mom down. I sent the money and called it love. At 21, I added a family line to my budget, $200 monthly. It started with grocery runs, then emergency cash, then "You're so good with money. Can you cover it and I'll pay you Friday?" Friday shifted like a shadow you can't pin down. 2 years ago, Claire lost a job. She sobbed at Mom's table while Mom folded a dish towel over and over. It's just retail, Claire said. They don't see my worth. 2 weeks later, she posted a beach photo from Cabo. Caption, self-love. Mom said she needed a break. I paid the internet bill so Mom could keep her shows. Did I stay silent? No, I spoke calmly once. Tell me before you use my card, I said after a random charge from Glam Boutique. Claire's eyes widened. Oh my gosh, I meant to tell you. You're a lifesaver. She sent $40 for a $187 charge with a heart emoji. I created a tab called Claire. Last year, Mom's car broke down. We sat in a waiting room smelling of scorched coffee. The mechanic gave the quote. Mom looked at me. I put it on my card and asked her to pay $50 monthly until it was cleared. She paid twice. Then Claire needed help with a deposit for a new place. I'll repay you when my tax refund comes, she said. The refund arrived. My phone didn't. When Claire met Derek, the numbers got louder. He showed up at Thanksgiving with a speech about sales targets and a watch that earned its keep. He called me Cash King and said, we should invest together. I said no, and he laughed like I'd told a joke. They took Mom to fancy restaurants with crisp linens and posted photos captioned, Family is riches. I got the bill for Mom's dental work. No insurance discount applied. I paid it and ate leftover turkey for a week. When the engagement happened, I expected the sparkle. I didn't expect to be downgraded from family in the same breath as we're all in this together. But you don't become not close family overnight. It's a slow demotion disguised as it's just simpler this way. It's being the one who's always there until they need a better picture. After the just immediate family news, I opened my spreadsheet to the Claire tab. I scrolled. There was the prom dress, the course fee, the internet bill, the dental work, the deposit, the quick loan for eyelash extensions. You can't show off a ring with bad lashes, Eth. It's tomorrow. The total sat at the bottom like a heavy anchor. I closed the tab, then came the call you heard the end of. The card didn't go through, Claire said, frantic. Did you miss the payment? I took a breath. For what? I asked, though I knew. The venue deposit, she said. They tried charging it from the engagement party manager. What card on file? I said, she sighed. The one you gave for the engagement party, obviously. There it was, the part I hadn't shared yet. A week earlier, Claire texted in a rush. Ethan, can you cover the engagement party? Just a hold. We'll send you the money right after. I said, send the invoice. I'll pay the venue directly. She sent a PDF. I called the venue. The manager sounded professional. We can put your card on file for the private room, she said. Final payment due at the event. I agreed. I didn't attend the party. Just immediate family. Now the same manager had used my card for a wedding venue deposit. Claire called it a hold. It wasn't. I told you, I said, keeping my tone even. No more charges on my card without my approval. Claire's voice sharpened. Don't be so dramatic. It's just a deposit. You'll get it back after the wedding. Who signed the contract? I asked. Derek did, she said. With your card. That's not how weddings or cards work, I said. She sniffed. The manager said it was fine. She called you a gentleman. I'm not a walking credit card, I said. Can you stop making this about you? Claire snapped. We're trying to build a family here. Days later, she called again. Different tone, panic. The card didn't go through, she said. Did you miss the payment? I looked at my spreadsheet. I'd paid my bill early, as always. The decline wasn't about my payment. It was a new limit I'd set after the engagement party. No charges over $500 without a text alert. I told Claire about it. She called me controlling. I said it would protect us both. Didn't I tell you? I said, not unkindly. She gasped like I'd insulted her. So you're going to humiliate me in front of the venue. The manager says we need a new card by 5 or we lose our date. Then bring a new card by 5, I said. Mom said you'd help, she said, softer, reaching for the usual tactic. I've been helping for a decade, I said. This is me stopping the drain. By evening, my phone had 12 missed calls from Claire, 3 voicemails from Mom, 1 text from Derek. Screw this up and you're done to me. I saved a screenshot in a folder called Evidence. Mom's voicemails were variations of the same tune. She's upset, can't you just... I know she should have asked, but family helps family. I started typing a long response. I deleted it. I sent 5 sentences instead. I'll pay what I agreed to, not what I didn't. I'm not your wedding's emergency contact. Stop using my card without permission. Any vendor with my card on file must remove it today. If you need help, ask with numbers and a plan. I sent it to both. Then I set my phone face down and washed dishes for half an hour like it was a passion project. The next morning, Claire posted a story. A black screen with white text. Imagine a brother who doesn't care about your happiness. 47 crying emojis and a tag for Derek's car dealership. I didn't respond. Derek posted a video of champagne fizzing. Caption: haters don't triumph. I counted to 10. It didn't help. I went for a jog instead. By noon, the venue manager called me. "Hi, Ethan," she said brightly. "We're confirming the card for the $6,500 engagement party balance and the $4,000 wedding deposit." I closed my eyes. "Remove my card from anything tied to the wedding," I said. "I didn't authorize that. For the party, I approved a hold for the room, not the open bar or whatever else was added. It seems packages were upgraded." She spoke carefully. "Congratulations to your sister." "Remove my card," I said again. "Please today." A pause. "Understood." I hung up and called my bank. I removed Claire as an authorized user. Old error. I set a spending alert for any stray charges. I emailed myself a checklist: cards, vendors, conversations. It felt like building a firewall. And because people escalate when the cash machine becomes a person, they escalated. That night, Mom invited me for a talk over pasta. When I arrived, Claire and Derek were there with a laptop open to a wedding spreadsheet. It had tabs like mine, but the figures were fantasy. The top read total: $48,700. The column labeled Ethan was a wish list. "You're listed as a love partner," Claire said, as if that softened the math. "It's just numbers, Eth," she said. "It's just numbers," I echoed. "Great. Then you'll get it when I zero them out." Derek leaned back, smirking. "We know you're the numbers guy," he said. "We need that vibe." "What you need," I said, "is a budget." Mom wrung her hands. "Let's be kind," she whispered. "I am being kind," I said. "This is the kind version." Claire threw up her hands. "Fine, if you won't help, we'll ask Dad." "Perfect," I said. "Tell him it's for immediate family." She flinched. Mom said my name like a caution. I closed my mouth. The next day, I scheduled a meeting with myself. Step 1, stop the hidden drain. Step 2, write boundaries clearly. Step 3, say them aloud calmly. The breaking point wasn't a dramatic explosion. It was a cake tasting. Claire texted an invite like we were in a TV show. 1 p.m. Saturday, she wrote. "If you love me, you'll show." I almost didn't. Then I thought about cycles. Cycles don't break on sofas. They break where they usually grow. The bakery was a sleek space with gold chairs and a wall of faux flowers. A woman in pearls set out plates with tiny cake samples labeled with flags. Derek filmed the display like it was a car unveiling. "No filming me," I said. "If I'm in any clips, take them down." "Chill," he said. "You look fine." "I didn't ask about my appearance," I said. Mom smiled too widely. "Try the lemon," she urged, pushing a fork at me. We sat. The owner began her spiel. Claire cut in to ask about tiers and sparkler displays. Derek inquired about custom sugar emblems. The owner smiled at me. "And you are?" "The brother," I said. "No financial decisions go through me." Her smile wavered. "Of course." Claire turned to me, instant pout. "Don't do this." "Do what?" I asked. "Be petty," she said. "It's cake, be generous." "I am generous," I said. "You rely on that generosity like it's air." Derek snorted. "Bars," he said, like I'd rapped. The owner waited, polite in the way people awaiting payment are polite. "Okay," Claire said, clapping once. "Business. We're doing 5 tiers, fondant, gold leaf, the works, delivery to the venue. We'll use the card on file." "No, you won't," I said. "Use your own card." She blinked like buffering. "Also," I said, pulling a slim folder from my bag because I'm me, "we need to settle some things while we're here." "Oh my gosh," Claire groaned. "Did you bring a spreadsheet to a cake tasting?" "Yes," I said. "And a plan?" Mom touched my wrist. "Maybe later. Now," I said softly, "before I'm edited into a villain on a story with captions." Derek rolled his eyes. "Keep it short." I looked at the owner. "Give us 10 minutes." She nodded and moved to the counter, pretending to rearrange trays. I kept my voice low. "Here's the list," I said, sliding a paper to Claire. "Remove my card from the venue file today. Delete the Ethan tab in your wedding budget. I'm not a funding source. Return items bought with my card after the engagement or pay me by Friday. The total is $1,803.42. I printed the list. Don't share my financial details again. I'll enforce that. If you contact vendors as me or with my card, I'll call them and cancel anything with my name. Claire's face cycled from shock to red to the laugh she uses when cornered. You rehearsed this, she said. I did, I said. I practice hard things so I don't say cruel ones. Mom whispered, Ethan, tone. My tone's fine, I said. Derek leaned forward. You think you control the story? He said. People will think what they think. They will, I said, but my bank will think what it thinks too. Claire picked up the paper like it was a challenge. You're punishing me for a misunderstanding. It wasn't a misunderstanding, I said. It was theft dressed as just this once. She blinked. Wow. Also, I said, because this part was for me, about the engagement party. You said just immediate family after I asked what time to be there, you knew. You let me pay for a room I wasn't invited to. Her mouth opened, closed. It was last minute, she tried. No, I said, it was a choice. Mom started crying because when tensions rise, she turns on the tears. Please, she said. Claire didn't mean to hurt you. She's under pressure. The wedding's a lot. She's not the only one under pressure, I said. I pay my bills too, Derek scoffed. You act like you're the only one with a job. I'm crushing it this quarter. Great, I said. Pay for your cake. He leaned back, smirking. I will. Claire pointed her fork at me. You're making this about revenge, she said. Because you're mad about the party. This isn't revenge, I said. It's closure. I'm done being the silent backer of your starring role. The words hit like a judge's ruling. Claire's eyes shimmered like she might cry or throw the fork. Derek exhaled through his nose, the laughless sound men make when they think they're above the talk. I stood. Owner, I called softly. She returned composed. Have we decided? Yes, I said. They'll pick a package within their budget and pay with their card. We're done using mine, Claire hissed. You're embarrassing me. I'm preventing fraud, I said. You don't have my consent to use my name or cards. Derek pushed back his chair. You serious? More serious than your deposit, I said. I felt my therapist in my head saying, easy. I looked at Mom. I love you, I said. I'll always help you call the dentist, negotiate with the utility company, or fix your porch light. I won't fund a wedding I wasn't invited to plan beyond what I've already paid. What did you pay? Claire snapped. The part where I covered the engagement party room you held without me, I said. That's my gift. It's done. She went quiet then, not agreement quiet, calculating quiet. She flipped the paper over and stabbed the lemon cake like it owed her cash. Fine, she said. We'll figure it out. You will, I said. Because that's what grown-ups do. We tasted the cakes. The lemon was nice. The chocolate was better. The owner took their card and swiped. It worked. The world didn't collapse. The faux flowers didn't fade. We stepped into air sweet with sugar and city fumes. Claire didn't talk to me in the parking lot. Derek did. You think you won, he said quietly. You'll see. I'm not playing, I said. That's the point. The next day my phone became a battlefield. Ping, 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 missed calls 7, texts 19, emails 4. The subjects sang in unison. From Claire, wow. From Mom, please call me. From Derek, lawyer. From the venue, card update confirmation. I set my phone to silent and made eggs. I ate standing because sitting felt like a session I hadn't booked. At 10:02 a.m., Claire posted a story. Black screen, white text. When your brother tries to ruin your wedding, toxic. The comments were brutal and it didn't feel good. Strangers cast me as villain or savior. The truth was mundane. I turned off a tap and those used to its flow were angry. By noon, Mom had called 10 times. I answered on 11. Hi, I said. She was already crying. I don't know you anymore, she said. You're so distant. I'm not distant, I said. I'm done leaking. Words like that, she whispered. They make you hard. Numbers make me clear, I said. She sniffed. Claire says you told the cake lady they couldn't afford things. I told her to use her own card. She says you're shaming her. She shames herself when she uses my card. Ethan, Mom said, voice tiny, can't you give a little? For peace, I've given a lot, I said. For peace that never stays. Silence. I heard her fork scraping, stressed toast. I love you, I said. I'm not fighting you, I'm guarding me. From your sister? She asked, stunned. From Patterns, I said. She sighed. Okay. We hung up. She texted love you a minute later. I hearted it. The vendor calls tapered. The owner emailed a receipt with a different last name. The venue confirmed my card was removed. I printed both and filed them in a folder labeled wedding, not mine. Derek didn't call. He sent 3 texts over 3 days. 1, answer. 2, you're absurd. 3, meet me like a man. I didn't. Claire sent a long message about how I ruined the mood and stressed Mom. I replied with 6 words. I love you, I'm not your bank. She left me on read and posted a photo of 2 champagne glasses clinking. Caption. We keep going. Good, go. Work stayed dull in the way that keeps life steady. Invoices don't care who was left out of a party. Numbers align or they don't. I sipped coffee, answered emails, ignored the urge to check my phone. I saw small signs the world wasn't ending. Claire asked a cousin for floral advice instead of me. Mom sent a dress photo and asked, too much. I said, you look joyful. She said, thanks for not mentioning the cost. I said, you're welcome. On day 5, Claire called with a voice I hadn't heard in months, normal. Hey, she said. Hey, I said. So, she said. We sorted the budget. Good, I said. We cut the sparkler display, she said, like it cost her a limb. And the gold leaf. Proud of you, I said, and meant it. Also, she added, so quick it was almost silent. I shouldn't have said just immediate family. That was cruel, I'm sorry. I leaned against the counter. Thank you, I said. That stung. I know, she said. I treated you like a cash machine so I wouldn't feel small again. Also, Derek said he'd deal with you. I let him. That was wrong. It was, I said. We want you at the wedding, she said. As a guest. Not a wallet. I'll be there, I said. As a brother, not a bank. She laughed once softly. Okay. We hung up. I sat at my small table and cried for 10 seconds, the quiet, relieved kind. Then I wiped my face, paid my electric bill, and went to work. The next week my body felt different. My jaw loosened. My shoulders relaxed. I slept. I cooked rice because I wanted it, not for future stress. I called Dad back and let his proud of you slide off like water. I bought a second set of sheets because one set feels like a crisis. I still helped Mom with her dentist. I brought batteries when her smoke alarm chirped. I stopped letting family be a key to my wallet. I know my boundaries now. When Claire's name lights up my phone, I breathe, check my energy, and say what I mean without anger. They adapted. The wedding budget shrank. The cake is 3 tiers, buttercream, lemon filling, no gold leaf. Claire sent the order form with no cards attached and asked me to review the numbers, not pay. I did. She fixed my notes and said thanks. Derek makes fewer family banker jabs. When he slips, she nudges him. Mom handled a disconnect notice alone, then cried from pride over dinner. Progress is quiet, ordinary. I don't apologize for counting. I don't offer my card for just a hold. I don't accept just immediate family from people who use family like a voucher. I'll attend the wedding as a guest, bring a gift I picked, hug Mom when the music's too loud, and leave when speeches turn to bills. If you're the Ethan in your family, try this. I love you, I'm not your bank. Say it calmly, say it twice. Those who love you will adjust. Those who loved your wallet will find another. No vengeance, just closure.